right? And everything that they want us to do, we participate. That is how you affect change. That is how you affect change. And it's the only way you affect change, and it's the only way we're going to affect change, because unfortunately, looting and rioting ain't going to work, because they'll see us as savages. They've set up a system, they've set up a game they already know we don't like to play, but you've got to play the game to be able to change the game.
There's
that is
power
just how it
in
works.
peace.
And
I'm telling you.
You say that. No. That mentality, I promise you, brother, I promise you, that mentality is shared by so many people. And it was shared by me for years when my mum died at the age of 22, right? That was a mentality shared by me at the age of 22. That was a mentality shared by me at 5 o'clock this afternoon, sitting on my sofa doing nothing. That was a mentality shared by me at 5 o'clock this afternoon, doing nothing. They stormed the town hall, and I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to portray us as a mob and savages again. After that died down, I don't know what. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what, because I've never done this before. Something told me to get off my ass, go there and participate, right? Change happens overnight. Change happens like that. And I've told you that. I'm 34. I'm 34 years old. Yeah, I'm 34 years old. I had 12 years of feeling like I don't matter. I'm not important.
Apathy.
Yeah, complete apathy. There's no point voting. I used to go and vote still.
What's wrong with a society that makes people feel like that?
Like I said,
disgusting.
There's lessons.
Make people feel that they don't have a right to speak.
Because that is how you dominate people.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's how you stay in control.
You can't break. You can break people's bones. You can lock them up. But if you break their spirit, you dominate them. So they have to do it consistently over time. They have to break your spirit before they can dominate you, right? But the thing is, you gain strength from the people around you. I didn't really understand that till today. You gain strength from the people around you, right? And in times like this is when you see where your power lies. My partner's been saying to me, but for ages, do you know where your power lies? In public speaking. I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. I have never opened my mouth in my life in any community event. Right? I've never done it. So what's changed? All right, I know what's changed, but everyone has a catalyst. Everyone has a changing point. Nobody is beyond redemption. Now that doesn't matter whether you are religious and atheist. Nobody is beyond the point of redemption. Nobody is beyond the point of change.
It's humanity.
Hearts are not stone, right? Stones cannot change form. Hearts are living, breathing entities, which means they grow, they burn, they cool. Everyone has different seasons. Everyone has different seasons, right? Right, and that's what I'm saying. You've got to start small. I don't know what came over me today, because like I said, I came home from work and 5 o'clock I was sitting on my sofa, had no intention of doing nothing. I had every intention of firing up my computer console and playing games. I had every intention of doing that, and hand on heart, something told me to get in my car, drive up to the town hall and do something. Like I said, I've opened my mouth before and spoken like in church and things here and there, but I've never opened my mouth at a community event. I'm 34 years old and I've lived here my whole life. Yeah? So like I said, if I can change, having said that 5 o'clock I had no intention of doing anything, that means everyone can change. And sometimes all people need is a little bit of encouragement, B, a little bit of support,
and somebody
or see that other people are doing it, because most people don't want to be first. Have you ever been in a club and the dance floor's empty and they go, I'm not dancing first, right? I've been to those clubs, and when I've been drunk, I've been that fool that's gone out first and then the dance floor filled. Sometimes all you need is someone to make that first step.
Or a good tune.
Right? So bring a drum, right? But that's the thing. Like I said, when leaders appear, and leaders appear organically,
But it takes
right?
action.
But it takes action.
And belief.
Everybody needs to do something.
And belief. You need to believe in yourself.
I guarantee you, I'm seeing 15-year-olds on the road. Who, before now, probably just walked around and looked at the arena and thought, I'm not allowed to go there. I don't know those people. And all of a sudden, they're surrounded by people. They're standing in chains and passing boxes. They're bagging clothes. You know, they're running backwards and forwards, desperate to do what they can to help, right? And they're saying that our youth aren't interested. Well, hold on, you give them something to believe in and they will be interested, because we're seeing that.
Melvyn, now you've got up and spoke, how do you feel now you believe in yourself?
I never said I believe in myself yet. I just said something made me get off my backside, right?
But you're still talking, so
And
you
I'm
must
still
believe that
talking.
you're.
Like I said, I don't know what happened today. Like I said, I had no intention of getting involved. I helped on the day it happened. I went down to the Westway Centre. The day after, I was at the Latimer Christian Centre helping bagging and stacking things. You know, just being a silent partner and doing what I was told. But I had no intention of doing anything more for the time being. Yeah? But something, 5 o'clock, something, after the town hall was stormed, and there's me thinking, oh my gosh, they're portraying us bad. After
You're
that,
saying something. You're saying something, but you know what it was.
No, I genuinely don't
was
know
spirit.
what.
It was the spirit
Okay,
that
so
took,
it's spirit.
took you.
You're giving it a word, and I will identify that you're
Yeah.
calling it spirit. Yeah. This wasn't me by myself. This wasn't me by myself. This wasn't spirit coming over me as an individual. This was spirit coming over me, having seen so many people that I know by
The
name
spirit of growth.
being on the news and speaking.
Of
So
Grenfell
many
Tower.
people that I know by face turning up and making their voices heard. And that ignited something in me. That was enough for me. I don't know what it is for everybody, but everyone has something that can change. Hearts are not stone. Hearts are living, breathing entities.
So what do
They
we
will
do?
rage, they will burn, they will cool. Everyone has different seasons. But it starts with a few, and you've got to start somewhere.
What
So I
should we
guarantee
do?
you,
It's like a domino
this
effect.
time next year,
Next year it's going to be awful.
No.
And under the
No.
We've got to write it.
And then it's only forgotten if you forget it.
Who do we write to? I want to write the names down. Who we write to?
Let's not distract this gentleman. He's got a lot to speak here. So
Who do we write
keep
to?
talking, Melvyn.
Right
We got
you write to everybody. Remember.
Leaflets made up and hand them out.
They are everybody in the council and everybody in the government have an official title, right? And they're collectively known as public servants or civil servants, right? You are a civilian, right? Which means civil servants are there to serve you. You are a member of the public, which means public servants are there to serve you, right?
Is that the 42-day thing? Is when we write
Freedom
to
of
them?
information request. But what I'm saying about that is all these people in all these government and local authority offices are there to serve you. You are their bosses. But the thing is, and I know it because I've managed people. I actually manage people now. If you leave people to their own devices, they're going to do anything. And also, if you don't, if your employees or the people that are working for you think you're not listening to them, they're going to do whatever they like. And it's the same thing here.
Of that borough to have your voice heard.
No,
in
you
that
don't.
constituency.
You
come
don't.
from everywhere.
Freedom of information requests can come from anywhere. And as I said, as a public organisation, as a public sector organisation, as a civil service organisation, they are all by law required to answer freedom of information requests. So if you need to send them, as I said, they can be one line, they can be ridiculous. They still have a legal obligation to respond to them. I told you the one about are we equipped to handle an alien invasion? It can be ridiculous. They've still got a legal requirement to answer them. If they don't, you can take them to court. Yeah? And you tell them you're going to take them to court. And even if you say to a solicitor, you find a solicitor and say, look, can I copy you into an email? You do that. They need to know that you're not uneducated, you're not poor.
Marlene, and everyone here, okay, as a big question we all need to ask. Now, you guys realized that the building was on fire on one side very quickly, near the exit.
Yeah.
That kind of fire, okay, that lit up, right? It was due to gas. That's the only way that it's going up.
No,
that far.
the
cladding and gas.
Yeah, and gas.
Cladding and gas.
Yeah.
Gas, which is very close to the exit. Why? Questions.
As I said, we've pointed that out.
Melvyn.
We've pointed that out. There's a gas pipe on the outside of the building. They did to that building. They did to my building what they did to the tower. A cheap knockoff job. And like I said, their inspectors work for the same organisation.